Power Washers.
Hey, Power Washers. We're back playing Power Wash Simulator, but we're doing things a little differently today. Because last episode you noticed we didn't have anything to talk about. So, in this episode, we got something to talk about, guys.
About Resident Evil.
Talking about Resident Evil, and we're back. Oh, it's going to say our names, dude. Look at that. We left them here.
I remember my cane field.
Alright, we're back. We're power washing, guys. Don't worry about that, because that's not what matters right now.
This is the Fish Teeth podcast.
We're turning these to sound like almost all the way down on this, guys, because realistically, do we need to hear power wash sounds?
So let's talk about July.
July? Yeah.
What specifically should we talk about in July?
I would reckon the movies we watched in July.
The movies we watched in July. What an idea.
What a killer, fantastic idea I just
So,
came up with on the spot, guys.
We're gonna go with
Totally off the top of my head. Didn't even think about it beforehand.
I have a list.
You prepared a list?
I prepared a list.
Oh, yeah, lucky. I also prepared
July.
a list, funny enough.
Okay, I figured we were gonna end up. So, let's talk about the movies that I've watched in July.
Alright, let's start at the very beginning. You gonna tell us dates and everything?
July 1st
Can you give us a little review?
A fantastic day. We watched Bo Burnham Inside.
Oh, we did. I'm actually, a little spoiler coming up, guys. I also watched Bo Burnham Inside that day. I'll go quick through the ones that, because we can kind of just talk about the movies as they come, and if they're on my list, we'll just kind of skip it, you know?
Yeah, Bo Burnham Inside got me 4.5 stars.
It's a very, very good comedy special. I don't even know if I would consider it a comedy special.
There's not many times in that movie where I'm like, oh, I'm bored. Let's go watch something else. I don't.
Yeah. Actually, we just kind of, Tyson and I just watched, or you just watched all the Bo Burnham specials for the first time. So do you want to give us your thoughts just on Bo Burnham specials in general?
They're all good.
Okay.
Inside's definitely the best. They get better as they go. Every single one gets better.
Do you want to, I believe you have your favorite songs for each one picked out, don't you?
Favorite songs for each one? I
Give
do
that-
somewhere. What's the first one? Words, words, words?
Yeah.
My favorite. That's Oh Bo.
Oh, Bo. That's a good one.
I'm Bo Yo. Is that one? No, that's called Bo Yo.
Yeah, I'm Bo Yo. It's called I'm Bo Yo.
And then favorite song in What is We Think We Know You?
Oh, that's a good one. It's the end song.
That's like
We think we know you. We think we know.
Yeah, that
you.
one.
Where he's pointing.
And then my favorite one in Bo Burnham Inside.
Oh, you skipped Make Happy.
Did I?
I believe you did.
Handle This.
Okay, Handle. This is a classic.
I don't know if I remember that one.
That's Kanye West. He's got the Pringles can. Or then
second is
too much, or there's too much food in his burrito. So
Yeah.
overspilling.
That was a good one.
That's a good song.
And Inside was impossible. I think that funny feeling was so good.
Yeah, that's definitely up there.
But also, of course, Welcome to the Internet is fantastic, and there's another one.
Goodbye is really good.
There's so many good ones at the end there. The last 10 minutes of that is
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
How many episodes of Power Wash Simulator are we gonna do where we're just on this one playground?
I don't know if we'll ever move past it.
This might be the entire series.
It is us cleaning this park. Okay. So then,
That's our first movie?
a solid 4 days later, took me to watch another movie.
Took 4 days off of movies, dude?
Yep, July 5th, I
Amateur?
watched a pretty good movie though.
Okay.
5-star movie.
Oh, actually?
They say. Good
Oh,
Will
is it?
Hunting.
Oh, okay.
I was just sitting there. I was like, "What should I watch?" I was like, "Good Will Hunting." Like, might as well watch Good Will Hunting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You guys don't know, Tyson's still in high school, and he just sits at home all day, every day, because it's summer for him. So he has literally nothing to do but watch movies.
that's all I do. We're getting into some movies. What's the movie that I watched at night though?
Yeah?
This is definitely my most horror month for sure. So, Good Will Hunting, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we saw Sean,
What more can be said?
we saw Will, we saw Ben Affleck,
So Ben Affleck's character. So Ben Affleck's brother.
Casey. Yep. Alright. Not much to say about that one, it's amazing. Then, the next day I watched at night was Blair Witch.
Was that, you watched the remake,
The
though,
remake.
right?
It's
Which is
actually
not
pretty
as
good.
Yeah,
It was good though.
You gotta watch the original.
People were saying it was like super bad, and I was like, I disagree completely.
No, Superbad's a different movie.
Oh, Superbad is a different movie. Yeah, I get Blair Witch and Superbad.
So people should not be saying it's Superbad because that's a different movie entirely.
Yeah, it was.
What'd you give it?
3 stars.
Okay, it's decent.
Yeah, the entire ending was really good. I like the ending of that one a lot. Let's move on.
Move on.
So the next day, watch a good one. We watched a good one, folks.
I don't know if I believe you.
It was called Cast a Deadly Spell.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's a method.
This is look. I'm slowly working my way up too. Check it. Missed a little bit.
Oh.
Okay,
Ooh!
work my way down a little bit.
Someone just disliked.
It's okay. Someone just disliked the video. Ooh, that's tough, guys. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Oh, look, check it out though. Ooh, can't tap and work our way back down.
So I watched Cast a Deadly Spells about this guy who's trying to like kill bad guys or something.
Okay, I like it.
And then he found like a friend, and they all killed bad guys together.
Okay, I like it.
And I remember there was this one part where he had the suitcase, and then like a goopy goblin jumped out.
Okay, I like
and tried
it.
to kill him, and but he killed the goopy goblin.
Sucks.
Yeah, 1 star.
It's a sad. It actually only 1 star. It's like a great movie. How's that possible?
It was not a great movie.
I don't know if I buy that for a second.
Then, 2 days later, I was hanging out with my buddies,
The boys.
the boys, and we were all watching this little silly movie called The Conjuring.
Number 1.
The first one. The first one's
I always
so
talk about Conjuring in this
good.
in Power Wash Simulator.
I mean, Conjuring, Power Wash Simulator, kind of fit together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So how much of the Conjuring verse have you seen?
I've seen the first 2. No, I've seen all 3 Conjuring movies.
Okay.
But I need to give Conjuring 1 and 2 a rewatch because I watched them a long time ago.
They're the best. They're some of the best horror movies ever.
I've only seen Annabelle. What's the second one?
Creation.
Annabelle Creation. I've only seen the origin of Annabelle.
You have seen Creation.
Yep, and then I've seen I think Curse of La Llorona, and I think I've seen the Nun in the background.
So you've seen a majority.
I've seen almost all of them.
It's actually surprisingly really good. The Conjuring universe is so good.
There's
And
definitely a lot worse horror franchises nowadays.
there's a lot, yeah. Like the Pillow Party Massacre.
That's a good. What are you talking about? They got the
The
driller
Driller
killer.
Killer?
The driller killer, guys. If you don't know who the driller killer is, look him up right now, fellas. You are doing yourself a disservice. The driller killer is a top 10 horror bad guy.
Yeah, The Conjuring's amazing. And obviously, I believe that it's all real. But
Well,
obviously, it's really
obviously
far-fetched.
it's real, dude.
It's far-fetched.
No, it is all real. It happened.
No, I know.
It's a documentary.
I know, but it's like some things obviously are far-fetched.
No, dude, they can't lie in a documentary. It's all real. It all happened.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's what they're talking about.
No, I was sitting with my friends and I was like, I was just talking about, it was at the end of the movie and I was just talking like, I really like that these movies are like actually like realistic, because some parts are, but then like one part like, someone like flew into a different room or something. I was like, like that's a little much.
far fetched, little bit.
But I give that movie a 4-star on the watch, but after the watch, I'm thinking 5-star even.
5-star?
4.5. 4.5.
Oh, I was
no,
gonna
I
say,
didn't mean 5-star. I didn't even.
5-star.
No.
That's wild.
It's so good though. It's that's one of the.
Are you a Conjuring 1 or 2 is better fan?
Okay. I watched.
Dude, this thing is so grubby.
It's tough because the first time I watched it, I was gonna watch it with my friends, but then, he had already seen Conjuring 1, so we had to watch. In order for us to watch Conjuring 2, I had to watch Conjuring 1. So I watched Conjuring 1 by myself like a year ago at night, and it was really scary. So but then then I watched Conjuring 2 with my friend, and horror movies are always better when you're by yourself. So I think on the first time though, I like Conjuring 1 more, but I rewatched Conjuring 1, but now I need to rewatch Conjuring 2 but by myself.
Got it. Okay.
So until I make a final decision, right now, Conjuring 1's got it.
Okay, I know a lot of people say Conjuring 2 topped it, but
Most people do.
I don't know where I'm at. I haven't seen either in so long.
They're so good.
All I know is 3 sucks.
3 does kind of suck. Then
Take a drink or something.
I'm good. Then that same day, I watched The Nun, and that one was not.
That one's not good.
People really hate on that one though, too much.
Are they making a second one soon?
Uh-huh.
Is that this year?
September 8th.
Oh gosh, that's really soon. That's like a month.
So yeah, that's gonna happen, and
You hear
I'm
about,
gonna be there.
you
I'm
hear-
going to be there.
You hear about Saw Patrol?
What?
There's a Paw Patrol movie coming out the same day as the new Saw, and the people are saying it's the next Barbenheimer. Saw Patrol. Saw Patrol. Oh, dude, this is the corner I was missing. Check out that fool. Dude, this underside is so grubby.
Are you not nearly there?
I'm pretty much. You see it?
Is it almost there or not nearly
Yeah,
there?
I
You're
just
like not
finished
even
it.
close.
Dude, I've spent this entire episode just there. How do people play this game? How do people like play this game and accomplish it?
Like, I'm gonna hop on a power washing video tonight and grind a couple.
Get
days.
2% done of it.
You've done 6% today.
No, we started. Oh, we
12.
started at 12?
Mhm.
Okay, that's something. Back to
So-
it. Back to it. What day are we on?
The
Like,
9th. I'm on the 9th.
Okay,
right
we're
now.
getting somewhere.
We could have gone by that.
What?
We go by days.
Do we have to hand the controller off?
So, the 9, yeah, it wasn't as good, but honestly, it wasn't bad. But then one that kind of was bad was Annabelle Creation, and I watched that 2 days after the 9 on the 11th. Yeah, Annabelle Creation kind of sucked. Not gonna lie.
I'm not a big fan of that one.
It was all so avoidable. It's kind of like the little girl went in the room, and then if she just like didn't go in the room again, the movie
You
just
just
kind
find
of over.
yeah.
But actually, the ending of that movie was pretty good, I will say. Then that same day, I watched Annabelle, the original one, but the second one. You know what I mean?
Yep, chronologically.
Have
I've
you
not seen Annabelle.
That one's not bad.
I've heard that one's not bad. It must be
Only-
alright enough to get 2 sequels.
Only thing is though, jeez, it's annoying. It's so simple. It's one of those like, I'm seeing things, and then the husband's like, no, you're not.
Oh, I
That-
love those.
It's really, but there's this one scene where she goes in this elevator. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Okay.
And that scene's actually kind of scary.
To get the other side. I don't want to get the top of this monkey bar, dude.
It's gonna be awesome. Okay. Ooh.
What's next?
8 days later.
Dude, what are you doing this summer?
8 days later, I watched Insidious. So another Patrick
That's
Wilson.
a good one. I just watched
What's
that
his name?
one.
Patrick Wilson, or is it
I think Patrick Wilson sounds right.
Patrick Wilson, guys?
What a pull.
What a pull. Yeah, Patrick Wilson stars in Insidious. The thing I gotta say about that is the beginning was really good. But the end,
I hated the last act.
it sucked.
Like why? It was like the movie was like kind of realistic. It was like, or like it felt like it could take place in a realistic world, you know.
Uh-huh.
But then all of a sudden they're like, nope. Now we're going into this weird demon universe.
Really did ruin it, though. But
Dude, how's that not cleaning?
I won't lie, though. Remember when the guy's, like, playing the piano, though?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of sick at the end. That was kind of sick. And then 2 days later, I went ahead and watched Spider-Man 3.
Okay. Classic, iconic.
Where did I watch that?
I don't know. I wasn't there. This is a dangerous climb. I'll be honest, guys.
Yeah, we're not really going to talk about Spider-Man 3.
You know what's happening in Spider-Man 3. What'd you give it, I guess? What do you have Spider-Man 3 at?
2.5. It's not that
Yeah.
good.
That's fair.
That used to be like my favorite movie as a wee lad, though.
Oh, me too. I remember going to... I think I went to that one in theaters.
I definitely didn't.
Nah, you were like 1 maybe.
Love that movie, though. Let's move on and talk about this one together here. On the 21st, we watched a little movie called Mission Impossible.
Oh gosh, this is where we begin the mission. I think we're just gonna do these together,
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
and then when it gets to mine, because we watched the entire Mission Impossible franchise in 1 weekend, and so we're not gonna sit here and I don't know. We're not gonna go through it twice. We're gonna go through this once together, and then we'll be done with it.
So Mission Impossible 1, beginning, the first like 20 minutes of that, top tier. Great.
Yeah, it was a great opening. That's one of my honestly some of the best like moments in the Mission Impossible series. As a
Still
whole.
is. Yep. I'm dying.
You're dying, dude. Do we need to
Yeah,
pause?
I'm
Need
a
to
little
pause? Are you good? You
I'm
coming
good.
back? Okay.
I'm back. I'm back to life. It's all good. Yeah, the first one started off really good. The first one was good though. Introduced Luther. I remember I wrote
Luther's
a review of that one.
What a guy. Luther is a good man.
I wrote, that scene where Tom Cruise was dangling from the ceiling was pretty good. That was my review.
That's a pretty fair review. I mean,
It
I
was
can't,
pretty
can't
good.
I can't really argue with that.
Luther, we had Krieger, who kind of ruined a little bit.
And I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big Krieger guy.
But it wasn't for Krieger, that scene would not have been as good as it was. Gotta
Dude,
say.
Do not tell me this is a ladder.
Gotta say, would you agree?
Without Krieger?
Without Krieger, that scene would not have been as good.
Yeah, I suppose not.
Look how dirty that
Merry-go-round is. It's nasty,
That's
dude.
gonna be rough. Alright, let's talk about the next movie, Mission Impossible 2, the worst.
Yeah, dude, easily the worst Mission Impossible.
Of all
We slept a little bit in this one. I'll be 100% honest. We started at night.
I took a little
nappy. We might have missed the second act. I think part of the second act.
Definitely saw the last act. Definitely saw that.
Tom Cruise, he like parachuted into a place, and then a girl got injected with a goo or something.
No, the goo got her.
The goo got her. No.
And then at the end, he rode a motorcycle, fought a guy on a beach, and
that was actually not too bad. That was definitely the best part of the movie. But
let's move on to
what else is so dirty on this monkey bar, dude?
Under the sides.
I don't think the side. Oh, are the sides dirty still?
Mission Impossible Trace.
Can I get hurt in this game? Can you take damage in
Oh, that's what it is.
yeah, that's absolutely it. I need to go extreme power wash mode. Okay, Mission Impossible 3, which was... Ooh, it's got a message. Well, I'll be on the lookout for a cat, I guess. It's not like a side quest? There's side quests in this game?
See a little cat walking around?
Okay, back to it.
Mission Impossible 3.
This is the one where he has the wife.
Yeah, the bad Damien. Was that his name? The bad guy?
Oh, the bad guy was really cool, yeah.
The bad guy was awesome in this one. What's his
Philip
name?
Seymour Hoffman.
Owen Davian.
He was pretty good.
He was one of the best bad guys in the whole franchise.
Yeah, I don't think he was the best, though. I think some people
There's
are
definitely one really good bad guy.
Yep.
Gabriel.
I hate Gabriel, dude. We'll get to that.
We'll get to him.
Okay, guys, that's Mission Impossible 3. It was good. It was not as good as the first one, but it was better than the second one.
Carried by the...
Dude, I'm going on the monkey bars right now.
Carried by the bad guy, though. Definitely.
Yeah.
Owen Davian.
Oh, remember Jesse or Malcolm? Malcolm's in that movie?
Oh, he's the moron. There's always a moron.
There's a moron in every Mission Impossible movie, guys.
Krieger
was in the first one, definitely.
I don't remember the second one.
Second one, I remember his face, but I don't remember who he was.
Quick little
dive.
Brendan Gleeson?
No. That was the bad guy.
Might have just been the girl, honestly. No, it wasn't.
Who knows? Maybe there wasn't even one in that one. We barely watched that one, to be fair.
Yeah, then 3 was Jesse Pinkman.
Come on, guy. You're better than that.
Then we had Ghost Protocol. Super good.
Actually, yeah, this one I think is maybe the most slept on one.
That's Dubai, right?
Yeah, the Dubai sequence, guys, is one of the top 3 sequences in the entire franchise.
Still gotta say it's maybe my favorite. Better than anything in Fallout.
It's up there.
Could be. The rest of the movie, is good.
Jamie Renner's great. The third act's meh. Not my favorite.
What's better about the other movies is characters.
Yeah, the characters are really starting to get rampant. We got Benji now, who's great.
Benji's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Luther's hanging around.
Is Agent Carter in this one?
No clue who that is. No clue.
I think that's the girl. That's the girl that was pretending to be the bad girl when they were
I
doing a
remember.
diamond swap.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good too.
That was super good. Then we saw... What's next?
Yeah, take a guess, guys.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer break in the middle of the Mission Impossible. Yeah, guys, that's the greatest idea we ever had, was to watch every single movie that weekend, including Oppenheimer and all Mission Impossible. It was really smart. It was a really fun idea. We had a great time. We never got tired of watching movies.
Could have been another reason why I wasn't the biggest fan of Oppenheimer.
I mean, you're not saying that as like you gave it a 2, 3 star.
No, I gave it a 4
You
star.
gave it a 4 star. That's a very good. That's still a good score.
I'm just saying, I was a little underwhelmed by it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably also movied out.
I think, and it's not exactly a movie that was like the most crazy entertaining like twist in the story.
I wasn't
and stuff.
sitting up the entire thing like, ooh, what's gonna happen next?
I really loved it. I'm not going to talk about it much when I get to it. But yeah, there's so much to talk about with Oppenheimer. Everyone's talked about it. It's good. It's great. It's amazing. Go check it out.
It's a little boring. Check it out. Oh, Monkey Bar Ladder.
Don't go in there expecting a movie about World War II. That's all I'm going to say. That's what our dad was expecting, and he did not enjoy it because of that. He was like, "Where's all the combat, dude?"
Where's the
I was hoping for Call of Duty the movie.
That's what I was hoping for.
Were you actually?
That's what I thought it was gonna be. I thought
Okay.
we were gonna see a little more like that than what we did see.
I don't think we saw any.
We didn't see any.
Mm-hmm.
Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Not as good as
A little
Ghost
slightly
Protocol.
disappointing. Slightly disappointing.
Not slightly disappointing in the slightest.
Slightly disappointing.
In the slightest, not slightly.
This is the one I remember the least. I'll be honest.
Let me tell you what happens.
Okay, do it.
So it opens up.
I remember there's the scene in the play in the theater.
Oh, that was
The
kinda
opera.
sick. Oh, this is the first movie with Elsa.
Yeah.
I don't really like Elsa.
See, I don't really know what happened in that movie besides the theater. Do you remember?
Anything I remember from that, I'm like, oh wait, no, that was Fallout.
I know. I think of anything cool, I'm like, oh no, that was Ghost Protocol. Oh no, that was Fallout. Oh no, that was Dead Reckoning. Yeah, what happened to that movie, dude? That's what I mean. Can't be that great of a movie. Is that the one with the Russian place they blow up?
Oh wait, no, this is one where Ethan and team take on their most impossible mission yet, eradicating the Syndicate, an international, highly skilled rogue organization committed to destroying the IMF, right?
Yeah, so I knew the Syndicate was the bad guys, but I don't know what they did. Guys, it was a long day, okay? We watched that movie.
I give it the same stars as Ghost Protocol. I just don't remember really what happens in it now.
It was good. I enjoyed it, but I remember being like, it's not as good as Ghost Protocol.
Yep, it's exactly where I was. And then, Mission Impossible Fallout.
That's a great movie. That's still my favorite one of the whole series.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
It's the most consistently just like good, you know?
I'm alive that whole time.
Henry Cavill is one of my favorite
Henry
Mission
Cavill.
Impossible characters. What's his name? John Lark?
John Lark, exactly.
Good character.
And then I love the part where his oxygen runs out.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
What did he say?
And he says, looks like you lost your tank.
And Tom Cruise is like, dude. What a moron.
And then let's think of some of the best sequences in that movie. There's the whole chase sequence.
I don't know where it is.
I'm trying to think of where. I want to say Venice, but it's not Venice because Venice was in Dead Reckoning.
Dude, was Rogue Nation the one where the cop pulled out in front, and then they all got out, and Ethan Hunt started shooting people? He killed the cop, Ethan Hunt?
No, that was in Fallout.
Was it really?
Yeah, that was the city I'm talking about.
Jeez.
It's a good movie.
Because then after that, it's the sick chase. Oh yeah, because then Henry Cavill shows up.
Yep. And there's the motorcycle chase scene.
And then Ilsa shows up and is like, I'm a bad guy. Wait, no, I'm a good guy.
Actually
Wait,
not
I'm a bad guy.
I actually might be a bad guy. I can't make up my mind.
That's kind of what made me not like Ilsa
Yeah,
right
she
there.
got a little annoying. Cause I was like, pick a side, dude.
What happened at the end of Fallout?
That's the one where they are he's fighting Henry Cavill on the side of a mountain in the helicopters.
Oh my gosh!
And
they're
they're
disarming the bombs.
Yeah, that's the best use of the entire team. That one easily has the best use of the
They're
team.
not even next to each other. They're in different,
they're
doing
areas.
different things. And then Ilsa and Benji start fighting the Solomon Lane.
Yeah. Good bad guy. Not the best bad guy in the series, though.
You've doubled. More than doubled.
We're killing it, guys. Look at this.
Alright, let's move on.
Move on.
Never mind. Part
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Dead partning. Reckon
Dead
one.
partning.
Oh, I don't even know if we need to talk about this one.
This one is good.
It's second best.
Second best. It's a little too much.
Grace
times.
Makepeace though.
Yeah,
Grace
the character
Makepeace.
Grace Haley Atwell's character is one of the best characters in the
She
franchise.
was really good. I don't like her in Marvel. I really
Me
don't
neither.
at all. So I was a
especially
little.
Doctor Strange.
I was a little like, ugh. We
But-
really have to watch her, but she nailed it.
She's a standout, and if it comes down to the point where Tom Cruise's character retires or he becomes like the mission guy, and he starts giving missions out, and he gives one to Haley Atwell, I'll be okay with it.
I'll be fine.
I won't be too mad.
The reason this is not a Fallout level movie is Benji and Luther
They're not
were
in it,
underutilized.
Yeah, and also just I think too many storylines were happening, and like the main craziest one about like the bad guy was probably my least favorite one. The side story, the side story with the cops, Grace's story,
just at the end of the
all
whole
of that stuff was all more interesting than the main AI thing.
Then the main bad guy was kind of just like, I forgot he was there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, they're trying to get this thing so they can do this, and the bad guy showed up. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about it. He's there too, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. And so yeah, that definitely took me out of it a little bit.
It's gonna be a long video.
Alright guys, we're moving away from Mission Impossible because we can't talk about that anymore.
And we're finally into some new things. Annabelle Comes Home.
Oh my gosh, dude.
July kind of sucks.
Yeah, dude, you just watch the same types of movies over and over again.
I think this is the end of Conjuring. I've not seen Curse of La Llorona yet.
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
So, Annabelle Comes Home, talk about boring.
Talking about boring.
I saw that Ed and Lorraine were in it, in the cast.
Oh, were they actually? I didn't even know that.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy Ed and Lorraine are in
Are
it.
they barely in it?
And they're kind of in the beginning, and the best part of the movie is like the first 5 minutes with Ed and Lorraine.
And then they're not in it anymore?
It's because they bring Annabelle to their house,
Mm-hmm.
and then they leave the house with their kid, and then the kid is like, oh no, Annabelle.
Isn't Conjuring 4 coming out next year?
Conjuring 4 is coming out next year. It's
Okay.
probably gonna be the last one.
Probably, that makes sense.
It's the end of Ed and Lorraine, but like, I think they're gonna make more things with the different
People?
or something.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, people get mad that there's so many sequels and things out there, but it's like, if you don't want them, just don't watch them. Like, because there are good original movies still being made. So, like, just don't watch the ones that you don't want to watch. Simple as that.
Only thing is though, I feel like The Conjuring is not the. Ooh, that's a nice pull right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's what you got going on right there. But I feel like if you're gonna. What? If you're gonna.
Dude, I don't know where you're going with this.
If you're gonna. So, what they're doing is they're getting rid of the main characters. I feel like this is not the franchise to do that to, though. This is. Because this is the real life version of Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Uh-huh.
It's not like they just stopped after 4. This is the one where you can do a bunch. And I wouldn't be angry.
Yeah.
Because. And then people would be like, why do you keep on making sequels? Because that was their life. It's not like they just did like these 4 things. I think that's where I stand on the whole shebang.
I think as long as your sequels are interesting enough. Like, the thing is, Marvel's getting to the point where they are pumping out so many. If they make one Conjuring movie every other year, fine, dude.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that than, I don't know, they make so many bad horror movies. At least Conjuring are sometimes okay.
They're usually okay. Or Conjuring's
usually
67% good. Ooh, that's dirty.
That's a bad spot.
No, you
dude.
gotta hit it with the red.
Yeah, dude.
What
That's
happened
tough.
there?
I don't know, dude. Some kid threw up on there and then glued it on.
Glued
Or
their
he
vomit.
ate some glue and then he threw up on it.
Elmer's glue all over. And then the last movie I come to here.
You already did the last movie?
Not my last movie. Well, you're gonna go.
I'm gonna go quick because we watched so many of those movies together.
Last movie, the Teen Beach movie.
Wait, did you not watch the part of that month?
No, it was a month before.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
It was a long time ago.
It was a bit ago.
So
So
I watched.
just aim anywhere and just shoot.
I watched about every horror movie.
Should have signed your name with this one.
I think we might have. Did we? No, he definitely didn't.
I can't do it. I'm done. I'm calling it there.
God. So yeah, I decided to watch every horror movie ever, and then I ended off with Teen Beach movie.
Okay, you needed something more refreshing after that.
Yeah, Teen Beach movie, I mean, it was kind of cool. When I started watching it, I realized it was one of the movies that I realized like 5 minutes there, I was like, oh, I've seen this. So I was super
You already seen it before?
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, there's a lot of good songs.
Do you watch that by yourself or you watch that with your friends?
With my friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your friends are just like your friends are either High School Musical fans or they're Conjuring.
I know.
Those are the 2 options.
Yeah. Can you tell which is which?
Josh is High School Musical.
Definitely.
Isaac is
Definitely.
horror.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Even though he has bad taste in horror.
Yeah, he does. He likes dumb horror movies.
What's
fun.
his favorite horror movie? Or what are some of his favorites?
He likes The Open House.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
That's the Netflix one.
Yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't bad, but it's not the best horror movie of all time. He hates The Shining and Hereditary.
Those are arguably the 2 best ones.
Those are.
At least like horror wise, those are probably the 2 best ones.
I'd like to see you talk to me with him. I will probably watch that one eventually.
I hate it.
Seriously, that movie's so dumb.
Dude, they didn't even talk.
Dude. Horror movies. If the horror movie scares me, no.
No, dude,
not,
it's not for
good.
me. Not for me.
But the thing is, it's so annoying watching horror movies with him because whenever something like scares about to happen, it's like something at night. He's like, "Oh, some noise out in the hallway," and then he goes, "If that was me, I'm running out there and punching everyone."
Everyone knows one of those friends.
Everyone knows one of them.
Can't get away from them.
Gotta get that blue done.
I know. That's the last thing I'm trying to get done.
Gotta get rid of that blue.
Dude, get out of here.
Get the blue. You're so close to bluing.
I'm about to blue. I'm about to blue it, dude.
You blew it.
That's the
Wait.
corner. Okay, fellas, we're
Oh.
moving on to me. I'm gonna go much quicker, just because we talked about most of them.
Yep.
Some of mine were so dumb that there's no point. Okay. July 1st, we got Bo Burnham Inside. Good time.
Good time.
Number 2, July 2nd, we got Django Unchained.
It's a good one.
Tarantino movie, good movie. They were playing it in the gym in the basement. My apartment's gym.
Cool.
So I don't know why it's a really weird movie to be on in a gym, but I was on a treadmill and I watched Django Unchained.
See, I had one of those movies was just kind of on, and that was Spider-Man 3. I don't remember what where Spider-Man 3 was where I was, but yeah.
All right, moving on. We got the classic July 4th, Bad Teacher. And guys, I'm not going to talk about that movie much because I didn't like it. Instead, I'm just going to read you the review that I wrote about it.
Okay.
Bad Teacher, more like bad movie.
Oh, and then that's the one where someone replied to you.
Yeah. This is the Raiders of the Lost podcast, or like a semi-famous podcast movie review.
Semi-famous?
They commented, "Boom, roasted." Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
If you're watching.
Then I marked down Secret Invasion because I DNF'd it after episode 1. 1 star, not good.
I remember we watched the episode 1 together, and would you count watched as a...
Well, it was on. It was on in the room. That's something.
Yeah,
Something's
Secret
done.
Invasion was on.
Guys, Marvel, if you're watching, you got to fix some things.
You're
guys.
doing...
You gotta
You're
fix some
wrong.
things. Then we get into a little phase where I changed things up a little bit. And we watched a movie called Decapitated, guys.
Oh, boy.
This is a 1998 horror comedy
This is my
About-
cast deadly spell.
about some weirdos who go camping, and there's a bad guy who wants to decapitate them.
That sounds so much better than Cast Deadly Spell, though.
It was really bad, but it was actually kind of funny because it was so dumb. Then I watched a movie called Slade.
Oh.
My review on this movie was, unfortunately, not a sleigh.
Oh.
I give it half star. It's a movie
Ooh.
where an evil Santa Claus goes on a rampage. It came out in
Oh,
20...
is it spelled Slade? Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
it came out in 2020, but it looks like it came out in 1967. Moving on, Zach and I, my roommate, we sat down to watch Pulp Fiction.
Uh-huh.
So I marked it down, but then Zach fell asleep about 10 minutes into it. So we only watched 10 minutes of Pulp Fiction. Moving on, I watched another really random horror movie called Hell Block 13. Go Tyson, the cover there.
Ooh.
It's a good movie. 1999, Paul Talbert movie.
Ronald Torber movie.
Ronald Torbert's best friend. And this movie took place in a prison where a cop went up to a girl's cell and he was like, "Hey dude, I kind of hate you, you're gonna die." And the girl's like, "Let me tell you 3 scary stories." And then the movie was just
wait, look at this. Wait, why does
That's
that
just
look-
wet, it's wet.
I know, but just admire that. Look how sick that looks. There's no dirt.
It's pretty nice.
Alright, let's go over here now.
So yeah, 3 scary stories were told.
3 scary stories.
I don't think I stopped midway through the 3rd story and I said, that's good enough for me.
Too scary.
That's Hell Block 13. Then
scary.
we got the Actually, here's a newer movie that I watched. I watched Vengeance. You ever heard of that one?
Let me see the cover.
You know B.J. Novak?
Uh-huh.
It's his first ever written movie and directing, and he's the main character.
Obviously, he does pretty good. He's a
And
pretty good
I was a
director.
pretty big fan of it. It's not one of my top movies of 2022 because there were. I mean, I watched 70, 80 movies last year, but I bet you it's in my top 20, which is pretty good.
There's a lot of bad movies.
I would highly recommend you guys check out Vengeance. It's a good movie. It's about journalism and the press and weird people in Texas. So, there's your chance.
It's good.
We got The Peanut Butter Falcon. Have you seen that
That's
one?
always a good one.
That's a good
It's
one.
kind of a heartwarming one.
Yeah, nice, simple. I'm not a huge fan of wrestling, so I didn't really care for all the wrestling stuff.
I don't really like the one actor,
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. I don't know if
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
not
him.
a big fan of him. He's kind of weird.
Yeah.
There's just weird things going on with that guy, and I don't know. Overall, it was a fine movie. Then I watched Insidious as well.
Mm-hmm.
You heard my thoughts. Really good first 2 acts, really poor final act.
Seriously.
Then, Zach and I finished Pulp Fiction, so I marked it down once more because we started over. So Pulp Fiction the double feature.
The double fiction.
Then I watched a really boring movie called Megan from this year.
Kind of want to watch that, though.
I gave it 2 stars, and my review was Yassified Chucky.
Yeah.
Then I watched a really bad movie called Hitchhiker Massacre.
Oh, that sounds so good, though.
Right?
Did we only watch horror movies this month?
It seems like it.
Why is this such a horror movie month?
I think every month just kind of is for us.
Horror movies are just good.
And then Matthew commented on my review. He said massacre, more like massacre. And then I replied, on God, Matthew, vroom vroom.
So good.
Then I watched a little movie called Captain Fantastic. I thought it was nice. It wasn't my favorite movie, but it was like a 3.5. It was a good time. It's about a weird family who lives out in the woods and they're forced to come back into society. Then I watched Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk as I was preparing for Oppenheimer to come out, and I realized that Dunkirk is Christopher Nolan's worst movie.
Looks good.
Yeah. It's still 3.5 stars, though. Not bad. Okay, here we go. I watched a movie called Past Lives.
Okay.
New one that just came out, new A24 movie. I was a big fan. I gave it a 4.5 stars, and it's like one of my top 4 movies of the year so far.
There's been a lot of good movies this year, guys. Yeah. And one of them has the name Spider-Man in it.
It was a nice, heartwarming, kind of sad, but very bittersweet story. But I definitely recommend.
Ooh, we're coming up on the end of Blue.
Now it comes out. Guys, we've hit Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, Ghost Protocol, Oppenheimer, Rogue Nation, Fallout, and Dead Reckoning weekend. And we're going to leave it at that. That's all I'm going to do.
Now, there we go.
It's enough. Then, of course, I did the mature thing. And I followed that up with a Barbie screening. Exactly. Guys, here's my take. Oppenheimer is better than Barbie. I hate to say it.
No way.
We as a society have lost the fact that Oppenheimer was better. It shouldn't have been, but it was. But they're both amazing, and they're both like my top 2 movies of the year, so we're going to move on. They're both amazing.
I don't know why I've just switched to green.
Tyson's got to watch it. Then
Barbie is going to be better.
I watched Rocky Balboa, which is like the 6th Rocky movie.
Yeah.
And then it also means that this is the final Rocky movie that I've had to see. I've seen every single Rocky movie now, including the Creed movies. And I thought this one was Sylvester Stallone's best performance.
Could you give us a little Rocky Creed ranking after it?
Yeah,
I'd like
I'll
to see that. I'd like to hear that.
Oh, I just clicked on a notification on accident. And
was
then
it? What
lastly,
was it?
it was a Yahoo for Tubi. There's some new movies on Tubi.
Oh, what movie? I saw some
The Hitman's
movies
Bodyguard.
that were on Tubi. I was like, I gotta watch that.
All right, so last movie of the month, July 31st.
What you got?
I gotta preface the story, okay? Picture me sitting on this couch, this very couch, scrolling TikTok.
Okay.
And you know how every once in a while when you scroll TikTok, you get a recommendation to watch it'll be like a live stream going on.
Okay.
Well, I was like, interesting. This live stream is just someone in a movie theater live streaming Barbie. So I watched Barbie again on a TikTok live stream, guys. And it was better the second time on my phone through that TikTok live stream.
Is this done?
That's the way that Barbie was meant to be watched, guys.
See,
it's probably inside of that thing.
When I watched Across the Spider-Verse, I went home and watched it again on TikTok Live.
Yeah, see, exactly.
For like a week after Across the Spider-Verse came out, it was all over TikTok.
All the best movies are on TikTok live streams after. But guys, that is the end of this video, because now you know what
Are you going to do a little Creed?
Oh, Creed ranking. Sure. Give you guys a little Creed ranking, okay?
This is going to get a little heated. I'm
about
the biggest Michael B. Jordan Creed fan.
I mean, we agree on almost all of it.
Yeah, there's just a little... You don't know your earlier movies.
I gotta add Rocky Balboa into the mix.
You don't like my Rocky Balboa ranking, though.
It's a little dumb. A little dumb of you.
Alright, here we go.
This is definitely the setting you gotta be on for Power Wash Simulator. This is the one.
Okay, guys, in last place, we got Rocky 3.
That's insane!
No, sorry, my bad. Rocky 5. Rocky 5 is
Okay.
in last place, guys. I missed that one on the list. Because it's not just a list of Rocky, it's a list of sports movies. Rocky 5 is the worst Rocky movie. I think that's pretty much agreed on.
Yep.
And yeah, I gotta say, Rocky 3's next, though.
So you're saying you like Rocky 2 more than Rocky 3?
I do. I thought Rocky 2 was like almost better Rocky 1. It's just not as iconic. It was handled better.
He does nothing in that movie except for try not to be a boxer.
Exactly, dude. He's so good. Speaking of Rocky 2, Rocky 2 is the 3rd worst Rocky movie. Sorry, guys. It's just the way it is. Yep. Next up, Rocky Balboa.
Oh my gosh, you see
Best Sylvester Stallone performance in any of the movies.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, dude, you're missing a little bit. Just a little baby bit about...
Little boy.
Little boy, tiny boy, baby boy. Inside of that thing, maybe? That little room up there to your right?
Oh, wait a second.
Gotta be,
What a
dude.
pull. What a pull.
That's it, 100%, dude. You can't even tell it's green. Holy crap, that's the worst spot, too. Woo! Sorry, fellas. Guys, now in the next spot, we got Rocky IV. Iconic. One of the best fights. Maybe the most unrealistic movie. Probably the most unrealistic movie in the whole series.
lot of death.
But it's kind of hard not to like that one.
It's the one that was almost done.
Okay, guys. Unfortunately, I have the original Rocky.
Can you see what number we're at here?
What's good?
What number on the ranking?
Number 4.
So number 4
Is the original Rocky. Good movie.
I just think Rocky 4 is better than Rocky 1.
It's hard for me to just get past the first. The first Rocky to me is pretty perfect. And if all the other ones are as good as they are because they just have copied the format of the first Rocky movie. That's my thought
Rocky 4
process.
kind of doesn't though.
Yeah, it's
Rocky 4 is
different.
really different.
Moving on, we have Creed number 1. Good movie. Michael B. Jordan is better than Sylvester Stallone in every way possible. Sorry, dude.
There's not really.
Number 2, Creed 2. I like this one a little bit more than Rocky 1. They're pretty close.
Creed 1.
They're pretty much Creed 1. They're pretty much exactly right, neck and neck.
But they're so good. I can understand saying Creed 2 is better than Creed
I just
1.
think the personal story of having the Dragos back in it was a little bit better for me.
Bad Guy in Creed 2 is so much better. I think the Creed 1 movie is better.
Sure,
so
that's
it's
fair.
Really,
I could agree with that.
I love Victor Drago,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's also really good in Creed 3.
And then lastly, Creed 3. Come on. Dude.
I mean, Creed 3 is so good.
It's so good. Jonathan Majors is the best bad guy in any Rocky Creed movie.
Definitely, not even close.
The fights are so unique and different, which they needed to do. They needed to be. If they
Fights
hadn't
are getting a
changed
little
things
boring.
up, exactly.
For about 50 years
And
here.
I don't know how they're going to keep going with the story, because how many times can you have a guy retire and then come out of retirement? That's my only worry.
I know, that's why Creed 4 is scary, because Rocky 4, Rocky was done,
Yep.
pretty much. Rocky 3, Rocky was old already.
Yep.
Creed 3, Creed, they did that dumb by retiring Creed that quick.
Press LT.
Yeah.
But guys, we thank you for joining us and for figuring out what we watched this month. We'll maybe catch you in September. Talk about what we watched in August.
There's no videos.
No videos in between.
No videos in between. The next one you'll see will be in a month.
Bye-bye.